So after you've followed along the directions for your pirate ship, you need to go in and make some extra changes on there to make sure that it is you, and you can show how you can use some of the other items. One of the things that we could do is we could maybe select all of the cells and change them all at one time. To do that, we can go to Select, Same, and Same Fill Color. Okay, then we could go and then change those into a different color for our sails. Next, I could go to Window and Swatches. Here are my basic swatches. I can click for the swatch library, and then I can go and look at some of the patterns that they have. At the top, it will tell us the name of the swatch menu, and we can arrow through those. I can then go and add a pattern to my sails. So I chose the wave colors, and over in Appearance, under the Fill, I clicked it once, and then I have Pattern Options. I can click Pattern Options, and then go and make some additional edits. So I clicked on Pattern Options once, and then I can go up here. I can also change the name, and then I can double click to edit the pattern. Now, as you can see, the pattern repeats. So if I want to change the background, I just have to make sure I'm in the actual background color. Okay, and then if I wanted to, I could even change the color of the waves. And then I can close out. And now I can go and apply that same pattern to some of the sails. I named this one Waves Color 3 Light Pink. I can go up to the top and I can click Save a Copy. Okay, and now this has been added to my swatches panel. However, if you're using Cameo, that may or may not be able to be saved for you to have it the next time. Remember, you can also use the eyedropper tool. So perhaps in this sail, I want to use the same color pink that's over here. Okay, so you can use that to copy the pattern color as well. To make sure that our ship looks literally ship shape, we can also use our color guide. We can go to Window and Color Guide. So here's our color guide. So right now this is our main color. I can click down and look at the different rules. Okay. Maybe I want to do left complementary or complementary color 2s. So then this will let me know that these are complementary colors that all would go together very well in this design. Okay, that one may be a little bit too bright. I could also change the harmony rules and look at the analogous colors. And remember, those are the ones that are right next door on the color wheel. Okay, so we don't want to get too many colors going on, but we do want to have this a very cohesive look. So using the color guide can be very helpful. And then you can choose if you want to show warm colors, cool colors, or your tints. Next, we want to add some text to our boat. So we can go to the text tool. Okay, so I'm going to name this the SS Roberts. Now, as you can see, or actually that you can't see some of the text. Okay, so what I may need to do is click this. I had quite a bit of trouble trying to get my letter to appear, or my text. So one option would be that you could go and put it on a flag there, or right here. Okay, and then as needed we can go back and adjust the type, and we can adjust the font on there, and we can do those options over under Window, Type, and Character. So we do have those as options as well. So I reminded you about the color guide, and over on this other part before we add our ship, we have a couple of clouds. So let's look and see what we can do. We can go to Effect, Stylize, and add a drop shadow. I could choose a color for the sky. I always like to do preview first so we can kind of see what it will look like. And then we can click OK. Now that we have that preset, we can click on another cloud, Effect, and then we can do Apply Drop Shadow because we've already used it and it's already been saved. So I can click on the shape once, Effect, and Apply Drop Shadow. So that will give it a little bit more dimension. Finally, we can select everything on our artboard here. Move it over. Remember, if we don't want to see the guides where we are originally tracing, we can hold the Alt and the semicolon to erase that. I'm sorry, Control and the semicolon. So I've gone back and saved this now with Ship Demo, Shanna Roberts Final. Okay. Now, as you see, we have two artboards, but I only want to turn in artboard 2 for my grade. So I'm going to do File, Export, Export As. So down here we need to make sure we check Use Artboards. So I'm going to choose a JPEG. I'm going to click Use Artboards, and I only want to do the second artboard, and I can click Export. Then I can go back in and look in my shared Google Drive and see my design.